Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Stream of the Week show. It is Friday, September 10th, and this week we're going to be recapping the theme of the week, which was Happs self-care.
How's it going? Glad that you're joining us here today already in the comments. Please let us know where you're watching from. We're excited to share this beginning of the weekend with you all. This is one of our highlights of the week. Great to see you here, Caroline, Diane, Gemma. Also have badges in here in anticipation. Yes, we are a couple minutes late. Our apologies. Thank you so much for making time to be here. Excellent to see you. Sports for the Blind. Awesome, Troy. Carrie Long, Lucia of the Happs team. Amazing. CS, Amani, Karen. Great. We have a crowd already in here.
We got a crowd joining in. Thank you all for joining. With that, we are going to go ahead and get started with the show. So first up, we're going to be going over the theme of the week streams, and that starts with self-care. A lot of cool walks for self-care, which is really nice to see because I actually partake in the same thing. So here is our first stream for that theme.
Got to climb over. Nothing better in the countryside is having to climb over stuff. Or you can just climb over. I'm very tall. Surprised it hasn't broken yet. We could go down there. Oh gosh. Any art? I think it's this way. We will find it at some point. I should have just cut through here.
And that is Aiden out for a walk in the countryside, which is really cool. I didn't realize how open that is for you all to just go up and over gates like that. So really, really enjoyed seeing that. Next up, we have our first sunset stream of the day, and this goes out to Caroline. Check this one out.
Dogs out now because it was just too hot earlier, of course. Right, let's zoom in to that beautiful golden glow. Isn't that lovely, guys? Radiant, yellow. Glorious, isn't it?
Awesome. What an amazing, beautiful, beautiful sunset. And yes, of course, a surprise to see a sunset on this week's
Obviously,
show.
We just got that one out of the way early, guys, for you, because you knew it was coming. Thank you so much. That was an amazing stream, Caroline. Yeah.
Caroline is in glorious. The comments.
I feel like it should be a soft rock sort of like soundtrack over that maybe, and like some slow-mo, people holding hands. Anyway, amazing footage. Thank you for sharing that.
Alrighty, so next up we have one of our own, Lucia, doing a self-care broadcast with Pissy Miles. Check this one out.
Talking about today, it's like people who are going through hardship. They require that kindness and that empathy, and using your vulnerability to find the ways people need you is the best way to do it. And it's not easy. It's not easy to be vulnerable. I think anyone would say, you know, when you're being vulnerable in a public way, like tonight, talking to 500 people about the ways that I have made mistakes, the ways that I've had self-doubt, that I've been less confident. Those are things that are difficult to talk about, but they're important because we've all had those experiences. And that's the experience of humanity. All of us have had those moments where we suffer from imposter syndrome, where we've had social anxiety, where we have been afraid to be in a new group, where we've been afraid to do something because it was scary or challenging. There are so many reasons we can find to avoid doing the things we want to do, but in my experience, I can't say this is true for 100% of the people, the only way to do the things that will be the most rewarding to you is to scare the shit out of yourself.
Yeah.
What a great moment, and well put there by Pissy, which also was a early reporter, perhaps in the olden days. Pissy was at the White House covering an event for us back in that time. So that was really cool. Stirred up a lot of
Throwback.
attention,
Amazing.
as you all can imagine. Washington Post did a write-up about Busy Miles being there, which is really cool. Next up, we're going right back outside with Melanie for another Happs self-care stream.
Really hot. This very hot day. Well, it's hot for us anyway. Well, it's a nice cool breeze though, isn't there? Once in a while.
Alrighty, that is Melanie out for a walk. You can hear her doggies panting there. Really cool to see. Apparently it was a very warm day, so thank you for sharing that, Melanie. And next up we have Marilyn Brown sharing her art.
The situation we're in,
This is great.
it's just bringing this around. Well, then they also found out that I was having trouble with vitamin deficiencies. And so once we got those straightened around, I felt a whole lot better. Now, you guys, there are lots of times that just saying, I need help, is one of the best things that you can do for yourself.
Awesome work there, Marilyn, and great advice. Ask for help if you need it. Next up, we have Tim Conrad, and this is the last stream for the theme of the week, and this comes from Tim Conrad with his weekly show.
The next day, basically in a fog. I wasn't drunk. I never drank on the job, but I struggle to say that I was hungover because I never really felt like crap. But you could tell that I was just in a constant fog. And here I am on an ambulance trying to take care of people. And sometimes it took till after lunch until I, was this Tim. So that whole morning, I might have run 3 calls. How is that fair to those people? You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Thank you,
Nice.
Tim, for sharing that and for sharing your multiple experiences while live about your job. It's really great to hear. Next up, we're going over to our collab of the week, and this time this goes out to JJ Walsh. Peter, can you tell us a little bit more about this one?
Sure. So this was part of their regular weekly show, all about sustainability. Let's show the clip. This was really fun. I'm biased. Drones are featured in this. I will just provide that trigger warning here. So
Trigger warning. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Drones are discussed in
YouTube
detail
channels,
as well as footage.
which we'll put links below after. Drones, I think, are really important to show the big view, the overview of the area.
Yeah, it's actually how I started video work, was with drones. So I used to fly RC airplanes as a kid. When I moved to Japan as an ALT, I actually brought my RC airplanes, 2 of them from America. I shipped them to Japan, and I would fly them around the local areas where I lived. And then the first GoPro came out, so I stuck that on there and just flew around with the GoPro on it, and I really thought it was beautiful. So then that was kind of, drones were just people were just starting to make drones at the time. You couldn't buy them, so I built a couple then and got some footage there. Started a YouTube.
Something you want to show?
Oh yeah, here's one that I built. These are this is a racing drone, but yeah. So, but basically, yeah, I started out doing drone videos, and I started a channel called Awa Drone. You can check it out if you are interested. I haven't posted in a while because, yeah, I got kind of tired of just drone footage myself. I think the whole world was fascinated by drones in the beginning, and then eventually, you can only take so much aerial footage, so I wanted to mix it with other things. So I started using a regular camera and trying to make more proper balanced videos using drones in.
Yes, so that was an incredible interview. Had some great photos from those 2 visual storytellers, photographers there. They documented some traditional log riding as well, which is as exciting as it sounds. So you'll have to just check out the stream to see all the details there, but some amazing landscapes, some cool cultural traditions, sustainability, and drones. What more do you need really in a stream? So great to see that interview. Yes, congrats, JJ Walsh.
Yeah, and definitely check out JJ's other interviews because they are really well done and a lot of very interesting people. Everything from living in a van to drones to how to be sustainable in your own home. So, really great information. But now, moving on to your nominations for the Stream of the Week show this week. And the first one goes out to Blaine for trivia. Don't.
What decade was Michael Jackson born? What decade? And you have to answer in the comments. In what decade was Michael Jackson born?
Oh, I screwed up.
What decade is it? What do you guys think? Let's see. See how you guys do. Gentleman's saying the 1950s. The freaking 50s. Daddy's saying 50s. Bo says the 60s. Lenny says 19,502. 60s. The other man's saying the 60s now. You changed. You're saying the 70s, 50s, 60s, 60s. Yes. Thomas, thanks for the monthly sponsorship. I appreciate that. Thomas, I don't know why it's not allowing you to come on. You might have changed devices a couple times. Sometimes it does that. I don't know why. The correct answer is the 50s. He was born in 1950.
Sorry, my first answer. That's what I meant. Yes, of course.
Yep. You can't go back once you
Can't go back. You can't change your answer. It's official.
Never go back. Never go back. Just like me saying Bleanne to introduce Blaine. Sorry, Blaine, for doing that. I had a little bit of a brain fart there.
Also
Thank you, everyone,
ego.
for laughing at it. And shout out to all of you that answered the question, by the way.
Yeah,
1958.
impressive. A lot of people knew that. Love the trivia, guys. Keep it up. Really fun to see some guests on the stream as well. Tim Conrad there, obviously, as well as Piano Man, the voice of Piano Man, I should say. But really great trivia as usual. So go check it out. Subscribe.
Definitely. And now moving on to some music, we got Arena. What is wrong with me today?
Want me to take care of the names for the next one?
Amazing. Well done. Shout out to Arena with that piano practice. Definitely very impressive to see the classical piano playing. Shout out to her.
Amazingly talented, yes, and multifaceted talent as well. Some amazing artistry as well, visual arts too. So do subscribe to Arena. Love her content. Yes, keep it up.
For sure. Next up, we're going to Mexico from JL in Switzerland, who's actually in Mexico right now, touring the city. And fortunately, we did find out he wasn't there when the earthquake hit. He is okay, and hopefully everyone hopefully Mexico can recover from that. Seems very, it's like kind of scary that it's happened almost every year in the month of September there. But here we go to JL.
Hello, Betty. How are you? How's everything? So let's go over and see. They have closed the whole square because seemingly there is some demonstration that is planned to happen, and so they're protecting the square and the government buildings around it. So here we go. They don't really want it. So there's a lot of anti-riot police out on these roads, and they're all closed, and you have to really walk around it. But I asked some policemen, and very nice in replying and telling us how the thing works. That obviously was forbidden to actually.
So that is JL in the center of Mexico City's capital. Really cool to see that, and also updated us from Puerto Vallarta, where it's very humid, and I can attest to that. Been there a few times myself. It gets very humid there. Yeah, definitely. Speaking of humidity, now we're off to New York City with Lisa Sansucci.
I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can look at the water for a second while I'm reading some of the comments. Lotus and the Big Apple. We literally have a big apple here. That's awesome. Rob, I don't know what that means. What? Do we have Happs now? Yeah. Loved it and miss it as well. Yeah, it was a great time. A good time of life. a good. Oh wait, did you mean Periscope or New York? Either way. We are still all Sanscopies. Aw, cute. You lived in Midtown. Awesome. You're in Brooklyn.
And that is Lisa with a wonderful stream and calming stream out in New York City. Thank you so much for that moment of zen. Yes, we have had a sunset now, Helen. We've had our sunset. We've had two, I believe, or no, just the one. And I think that counts as one too. So two now. Next up,
Close enough. Love that engagement with the audience there. Very cool to see part of Central Park there. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Now we're going on to some music, and first up we got Tatum singing some country music. So shout out to him, and also go ahead and check out Tatum's profile. Fairly new to the community, and definitely could use some hellos. So when you see him live next time, give him a shout out, and yeah, enjoy the music.
All on the cover of Newsweek. I'm on my way. I don't care where I'm going, but I'm on my way. Taking the town, but don't know where. Go by the road, see the queen of the road. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Amazing voice and guitar playing
Love
there, Tatum. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing talents. And speaking of music, we just wanted to give a huge shout out to Chris Gales, who was live yesterday night and had nearly 500,000 views on his stream performing his live music, which is really impressive. So shout out to you, Chris. If you're in the comments, well done. Really great to see that. And now we're going up to Al Sanchez playing his music. Awesome. Thank you so much, Al, for sharing that. amazingly
chill.
talented and very calming, if I do say so myself. Next up, we have Chantel with a nominated stream of the week, and here it goes.
So let me show you. Ta-da! La Tour Eiffel. Hi, Lucia. Santo Domingo. Okay. So, well, first of all, what are those glasses?
If you guys read it, it's Eskimo googles. So this is a special glasses that helps the Eskimo people in the Greenland and Alaska and all these northern tribes to see better in the snow, in the bright snow and bright sun. It actually helps. I do like them. They made specially for me.
Oh, they're super cool. I love them.
They always smell. So it's only one because they just, I don't know, this is probably like grizzly bear, hello there. So this is a bone and man, it smells. We can eat it if we are very hungry.
if we really have no more time to go shopping and we get locked up. But anyway, that's a different subject.
Awesome. And Chantel was there with Zoya, also a member of the Happs community. And that is who was sharing those awesome shades. Now back to the music. We're going to Nikki Acoustic. Here we go.
Among the wildflowers, you belong in a boat at the sea. Sail away, cool of the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Run away somewhere all bright and I've seen no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat at sea. You belong with your love on your own. You belong somewhere you feel free.
Awesome work, Nikki. Thank you so much for continuing to share your live performances. A lot of fun to watch. Thank you.
Song request, some Tom Petty there. Love that.
Yeah. Down to our last three streams here. And in no specific order, we're going to New York City first with Tim David. So check this one out.
I said, might as well stay at this hotel. I've been wanting to for the longest time. And this is the hotel right at Times Square. That's not the area where the ball drops. It's on the other side. Just now, I stayed up overnight, and I'm leaving in in 20 minutes. That's New Jersey, and yeah, not too long.
That's really awesome. I used to walk right by there on the back of Times Square every day for work when I was there.
No way.
Thank you so much, Tim, for sharing that. Yeah, not the greatest walk, as there are a lot of tourists combined with other people working.
Have to do some swim moves for those.
Oh yeah,
with football.
definitely. And careful with your pockets. Next up, we're going to Bobby Bicker out and about, showing us a cool Banksy tunnel.
It was known for Banksy tunnel, it's Banksy tunnel, right? And since then, I mean, look how many artists come here and paint. They paint over, so somewhere underneath all that paint should be Banksy. Oh, look at that. Upside down boob. I'm gonna go right side up to see this, because this looks fantastic.
Whoa.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think that this is here. Now, let's go here. Oh, she's on the phone.
Really cool. A lot of amazing artwork down there. You wouldn't think to look in a tunnel for that much amazing art. So really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that, Bobby. And for our last stream, there we are. For our last stream, we're going to Dave in Osaka in Japan with a amazingly stunning view. So enjoy.
All right, we're in a really beautiful spot here. This is the Kamikochi Highlands. Beautiful sunny day here. And look at this view. Wow. Water is crystal clear. Aquamarine blue. And we're looking at the Kamikochi Highlands. So this mountain ahead of us here is 3,200 meters. Hi Lucy, how are you? Thank you. It's not the Chicago River, no. Maybe if it was green and it was St. Patrick's Day, it would look like that. Yeah, this is an amazing spot. This is probably one of the most beautiful spots in the country. So this is in Nagano Prefecture. If you know...
Amazing work there, Dave, and thank you so much for the beautiful visuals. I too was confused on whether or not this was the Chicago River, so thank you for clarifying that. Just kidding. All jokes aside, this was an amazing show. Thank you all so much who participated in the theme of the week, and for those of you who nominated streams for this week, really appreciate it. Continue to do so. You can nominate using the form that we can drop in the comments here in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to give you a heads up that next week's theme of the week is games. So the idea came from, I think it was Michelle, Native Graffiti, who suggested Happs games. So let the games begin, as Peter mentioned in the comments. So the theme of the week for next week is #Happs games, which should be very interesting. We're looking forward to seeing what you all come up with. And again, for those of you that do collaborations, do make sure to let us know so we can check them out for the collaboration of the week portion of the Stream of the Week show. Yeah, there could be lots of interpretations, and that's what we're hoping for. We want to make sure that you all feel like you can participate no matter what theme it is by being creative with it. So you don't just have to be playing Uno or playing soccer to be considered in Happs games. You can make it your own. And
or
looking forward to
racing, yes, virtually while in your living room, for example.
Right. Maybe I'll do one of those again, but we'll see.
That'd be cool. I'd love to color comment, and we can hope that the program for racing doesn't randomly shut down in the middle of the final lap. Anyway, would love to do that. Guys, just want to remind you all that if there's an amazing stream or creator here that was not mentioned, please drop a link in the comments and name them, give shout outs. Let's lift up other creators in the community here. Some quick tips for raising the profile: collaborate. Let's see who can collaborate with who from different continents, potentially different genres. Would love to see more of that this week. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Some amazing streams this week.
Yeah, Foamy, please report to the principal for being this late. And with that, we will see you all next week on Monday for, I think, a creator corner stream. Otherwise, it'll be a update, and we will see you all then.
See you then. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Cheerio, since Peter forgot. Bye, everyone.